Welcome back to another Techtorial. Today is September 29th, 2022. We're going to look at installing a ThousandEyes Endpoint Agent on a Windows machine using a manual install. There are a couple of things we want to look out for as we go through the installation process. One is that we want to do a custom install. That's going to include our TCP driver and our browser extensions. And the other is that if you have Wireshark on a Windows machine currently, you're going to want to uninstall that, install the ThousandEyes Endpoint Agent, and reinstall Wireshark. The reason is that there's a npcap driver that conflicts with the ThousandEyes installation process, so the TCP driver support may not get installed correctly if Wireshark is already on an existing Windows machine. Navigate to your web browser and open up the ThousandEyes platform. Notice we default to the dashboards page. Here we'll navigate to the Endpoint Agent section, Agent Settings, and we see a blue download button here in the middle of the screen. Click this. It gives us an additional tab to download our Endpoint Agent. Notice that there are a few different options. We can download an Endpoint Agent or an Endpoint Agent Pulse. The Pulse is designed to be deployed to partners or customers. The biggest difference between the two of these is if you notice the browser session data, it disappears with the Endpoint Agent Pulse. So for purposes of this demo, we'll install the Endpoint Agent. We support Windows and Mac today, 64-bit and 32-bit. And there's also ways that we can use links to download that. So I can copy that link and send this to individuals if I want to do it that way as well. In our case here today, I'm just going to download the 64-bit. And I'm going to open when done. This is an MSI file that gets installed. So what we're going to do is click Next. I accept terms. And this is that first piece that we wanted to call out, so that custom installation. By default, the TCP network tests and browser extensions are not installed. What we'll do is just drop down here and just say we want to install the entire feature set. Next, install. We can go ahead and finish. The really neat thing about the Endpoint Agent is, unlike the Enterprise Agent, there are no pointers that we have to put in or account group tokens to make sure it dials home to the dashboard. It's built into the MSI, so we know what dashboard we need to dial home to. To verify that the service is turned on, we can open up our Services app. And what we should see is that there's a ThousandEyes service Endpoint Agent installed and running. The TCP support that we added, just to verify that, we'll go to Add Remove Programs. Scroll down, and there's an npcap driver that gets installed for TCP support as well. So both of those look good. The browser extension itself does not get installed until we reload the browser, so we'll go ahead and do that now. Reopen Chrome, manage our extensions, and we should see that populate here. Absolutely. Let's navigate back to ThousandEyes. Back to our endpoint agents, agent settings, and we see my agent ASIC man dialing in now. We see that it is a Windows machine, and then I do indeed have the TCP driver installed, as well as the browser extensions here in the middle of the screen. And that's how easy it is to install a ThousandEyes Endpoint Agent on a Windows machine.